Guess who's back? Back again. Amber's back. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to film a fun, bold spring look using a lot of ColourPop, some awesome affordable items as well as some high-end. But I really wanted to film just really something out of my comfort zone. This is not something that I would usually wear on a day-to-day basis. This is more just like a fun look to do using the ColourPop Yes Please palette, which is actually one of my favorite palettes from ColourPop. And yeah, I'm glad to be back. I was gone for a week. Not that I don't think anyone actually noticed because I only have 25 subscribers. Shout out to all my 25 subscribers. Love y'all. But basically, grad school got a little insane with finals and essays and all this work, which I'm still not done technically, but I needed to take a break. So I thought I would film this really fun, bold spring tutorial. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this really fun look, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's get started on the eyes. I already did one eye, so I'm gonna do this eye. And this eye's primed with a little bit of concealer. And for this look, I'm gonna be using the ColourPop Yes Please palette, which is one of my favorite palettes from ColourPop. It's the first palette I bought, and it was the first palette that was available for ColourPop. But it's literally one of my favorites because it's such a warm, really fiery palette, and warm colors are my favorite. So, to get started, first I'm gonna go into the shade, I believe it's called Note to Self, and it's this brownish shade down here, and that's gonna be our transition shade. So I'm just gonna pat that into the crease. Also, excuse my skin. If you can see, I'm going through it right now. It's the end of the school year for me, so I've been a little bit stressed, and my skin has also been feeling it. So that's why I have not been having the best skin, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna take this ColourPop crease brush and I'm gonna go into the shade right here, this red shade, which I think is called Spoiled. It's hard to tell the shades of this because it's on the back, so it's like hard to see like which one is which, but it's the red shade in the palette, and I'm gonna put this in the crease as well. And you can get messy with this. It doesn't have to be perfect because I will be going over with a white shade over top of the lid just to clean it up. So just add that in. Also, this look is actually really simple. It's pretty fast. It doesn't take a lot of time. So then I'm taking this is another ColourPop brush. I don't know what the shade is called, but it's like a tapered brush. And I'm gonna go into the orange shade of the palette right there, and that is called Bake Cocktails. And I'm gonna take that and just focus it more on the outer part of the red. So blending it on top of that red. Because I wanted it to look a lot like, just kind of like a fiery, maybe kind of like sunrise type of look maybe, or sunset. And then you can also take the first crease brush and just kind of blend those two. Alright, so now I'm going to take from NYX. This is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And since I'm going to be using a yellow on the lid, I want it to pop more. So I'm going to use this white shade to help the yellow come out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna draw some on my lid, and then I'll blend it out with my finger. So we're just gonna put that on the lid, and then blend it out with my finger. And then I'm going to take this brush from Luxie. It's the 209 Large Shader Brush. I just got this in my BoxyCharm actually, and I actually really like it. So I'm going to take the yellow shade, which is called Mischief, and put that on the lid on top. See how the yellow definitely comes out more because of that white base. I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. Just build up that color so that the yellow comes through. And I think for this summer, or this spring and summer, I definitely think that the colors that are going to be used the most for a lot of tutorials on YouTube will probably be yellow and pink, because definitely I've seen a lot of looks with pink, and from the Anastasia Rivera palette, I've seen a lot of yellow looks coming out, and I think pink and yellow are just gonna be my fave looks for this spring and this summer, because it just, pink and yellow just remind me of like lemonade and summertime and happiness. So yeah, I definitely think that's gonna be the trends for the summer. I'm just gonna, there's no product in this, just splitting out the edge a little bit. Okay, so now for the kind of hard part, but fun part. So I don't have any sparkly yellow glitter eyeliner, but I do have the ColourPop, the, what are these called? I can't remember the name of these right now. Oh, Supernova shadows, or Supernova liquid shadow. And this one is in the shade Astrology, which is from Kathleen Light's collab with ColourPop, the Zodiac collection. And I really wanted to use this as a glitter liner because I don't really have any ones that are the same color as this, as something fun to just add into the crease. By all means, you don't have to add in a glitter liner over top if you think it looks weird or you don't really want to try that. So you can just leave the look like this, which is super simple, it's 3 shades. Or you can add this pop of glitter. Or you can add any other color really, but I really wanted to add this yellow. And again, this is from the ColourPop Zodiac collection with Kathleen Lights in the shade Astrology. So I'm taking this angled brush. This is actually a brow brush that I have, that I got in another BoxyCharm a while back. But I'm just gonna use this angled one because I think it's easier to draw the line. Because when I tried to create this look earlier, I used a flat brush, and it didn't really work. So I'm just gonna coat the tip of the brush with the thing here and make sure to not have any clumps on it. And what I'm gonna do, I don't know if you'll be able to see this because I probably have the mirror up close, but like on this eye, I just followed the crease. Since I have pretty big lids, so I just close my eyes and I raise my eyebrow and I just followed the shape of the eye of the crease. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side with my mirror. You probably won't be able to see it because I'm probably gonna have my mirror really up close, but yeah, I'm just following the yellow of the crease. I just followed the crease. It doesn't exactly match on both sides, which is okay because you know what? Practice makes perfect. And you know what? I still like how it looks even if it's not exactly matching. I always say that, you know, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Eyeshadow sisters, not twins today. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. So that's the eyes. So then I'm gonna zoom back out and we'll move on to the face. All right, so you are zoomed back out. And we're gonna move on to the face. So for primer, of course, I'm gonna be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've been using this primer a lot, and I really love it. I really do love it. I think it really does help foundation stay on longer. I'm just gonna put that on. All right, and for foundation today, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation. And I picked this foundation. I haven't really used it since the review I did a few weeks ago or last week. But I wanted to use it a little bit more. And also, since this is kind of like a spring look, I wanted to look more fresh and dewy. So definitely think that this foundation would work for this look. And my sponge is so dirty. Please excuse my sponge. I need to go buy some new sponges, but I don't really want to buy another beauty blender because, you know, those are expensive. And your girl is living that broke grad school life. So yeah, I'm trying to find like a drugstore sponge that I can get that I really like. I might go for the Real Techniques one again. I haven't used that one in a long time. I did see somewhere that that they were starting to change, like the sponge change. So I'm not sure if people still use it or love it. Please let me know. But yeah, we're just gonna blend out that on my face. But yeah, it feels nice to be back filming. Not that anyone is really watching, except for like my friends. Shout out to y'all, the true MVPs who are actually watching my video right now. But yeah, I really like doing this. This is fun. Also, I'm so excited that it's spring, finally, in Ohio at least. Ohio weather is a little bit all over the place. So, you know, last week it rained, it was really hot, and then all of a sudden it was snowing again. And now we're back to the 70s, which I hope it stays that way because I actually enjoy 70-degree weather. I enjoy that breezy weather life. I'm more of a fall person, but I do also love spring just because spring, it just represents new beginnings. The flowers come back, the bees are back, and everything comes back to life, which is really great.
5 hours later.
Okay, so for concealer, of course, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer. This is my favorite concealer, probably of all time. And I know that's saying a lot because I absolutely love the NARS Braided Concealer. I love that concealer. And I love the Fenty Beauty Concealer. But I love this concealer so much. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the finish of it. The fact that it comes in this big bottle is really nice because I haven't had to replace it and I've had it for a really long time now. And I run out of the NARS one all the time because I use it so much. But I just love this concealer and I hope I never run out of it. Or I don't run out of it soon because I don't have the funds to replace it. Ugh. But anyways, it's a really great concealer. It has a really nice natural finish. And again, I have the shade Butterscotch. So I'm just gonna put some concealer on. And the applicator is really big, which is really nice. Alright, so for powder, I'm using the Beauty Bakerie Flower Powder again in the shade Yellow, which has also been pretty much my favorite powder to use, especially with this concealer too. I think this combination is really nice and it provides, kind of covers your pores, makes you look super, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, just super smooth under the eye. why I love that powder so much. And it helps brighten too as well, which is a really good plus. And Beauty Bakerie is Black owned, which is super awesome. So I zoomed you back in so we could finish up the eyes. I already did my brows off camera, and I used the Benefit Grip Brow Pencil, which is my favorite brow pencil. And now for the lower lash line, for the eyeliner, I'm going to use ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Honeydude, which is such a cute name. But it's this really nice nude liner. I'm going to use that because I don't use black, because as most of us know, black closes off the eyes, makes the eyes appear smaller, and this one makes the eyes appear, or nude colors make the eyes appear wider. So that would be perfect for a nice spring look where you want your eyes to be really open. So I'm gonna put this in my lower lash line. I really like Honeydude. I think it's a really nice nude, and it can work for multiple different skin tones as well. Okay, so just for the lower lash line, I want to add some color from the ColourPop palette that I used. And this is another ColourPop brush. It's their pencil brush that I have. And I just want to use, I think I just want to use the orange and the red colors in here. So I'm first going to go into this orange shade here, which again was called Big Cocktails. And focus that on the bottom. And then I'm going to go into the red shade on here as well. And do the same thing. So now I'm going to put on some mascara. And I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Just one of my favorite mascaras from the drugstore. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which I actually have never tried before until recently. I got it in my March BoxyCharm, I believe, and I've never tried it before, but I actually really like it. But I'm actually going to use this one instead because I like it just a little bit more. I always make such weird faces when I put mascara on, or do any type of like lower lash line work. Also, if you noticed, I am a person who doesn't wear fake eyelashes. It's not something that I really got into when I first got into makeup, and it's not something that I've tried or kind of want to try. So yeah, if you want to, I would pop on fake lashes, you know, go for it. Go for the full look. But I myself personally don't really use them. But in the future, I might use them, you know. In my mind, it's just one less thing that I'm buying from makeup. But in the future, I do want to try lash extensions. The only thing about lash extensions is I feel like it looks kind of weird when you're not wearing makeup. Yeah. But I do want to try lash extensions maybe in the future if I find someone near me that would do them. And then for bottoms, I actually really like to use the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara for bottom just because the wand is so skinny. And I don't even know if they still sell this. They probably still sell it, but it's a pretty old mascara from L'Oreal. It's like one of their first mascaras. All right. So now we're done with the eyes, and we're gonna move back onto the face. Okay, back to the face. So I'm gonna do some bronzing, and I'm gonna use the Becca Sunlit bronzer in the shade Ipanema Sun. And I use this bronzer for looks that when I want to do more of like a dewy, glowy look, because this one has a little bit of shimmer in it. Not a lot, not that you can really tell, but it definitely applies that like sunlit glow that I really like, which is why it's called the Sunlit Bronzer. Makes sense. The brush I'm actually going to use today is from Luxie. It's the 512 Small Contouring Brush. And I got this in my April BoxyCharm. They gave me a set of 3 brushes, which is the this brush that I used on my eyes. And then it also got another eye brush, which is the 245 Small Shader. And then I have this contouring brush. And it came in their like festival BoxyCharm. So I'm excited to try this because I've been using the same old bronzing brushes for a while, and this one probably could help contour and bronze at the same time. So I'm gonna dip this in and just go for it. Get that chin, you know, get that double chin. Oh well. So the blush I'm going to be using is from Milani. This is the Awakening Rose Powder Blush. And I really love this blush. It's an old favorite of mine. It has this very nice rosy tone to it, which I think is perfect for spring. Because of course, when I think of spring, I think of flowers and rosy and peach and corals. So I'm going to be using this one because it's not, it's kind of subtle and it's not going to clash with the color of my eyes. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush brush. I have a hard time saying that. Blush brush. Blush brush. Ugh. Anyways, moving on. So we're just gonna pop some rosiness to the cheeks to get that spring glow. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a little bit of rosiness to my cheeks now. Okay, now for highlight. So for highlight, I wanted to do something really gold and that kind of matched the eyeliner that I have going on in the eyes. So I have this from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in the shade Apricot Glow, which is, it's not that new. I mean, it came out, I think, last year or something. I think this highlighter looks so pretty on deep skin tones, which is why I picked it up. But the thing about e.l.f. Baked highlighters is that it's not going to show up unless you kind of scrape off the top layer, because I know a lot of people had issues with any of the e.l.f. Baked products, but the trick is that you scrape off the top layer and then it shows up. So that's what I have learned. Also, I'm going to put highlighter on, and then I'm going to set my face and then add a little bit more highlighter because the e.l.f. Baked, it's baked, so I think it works good when it's wet. So I'm just going to take a little bit on here and pop that on the cheek. I'm gonna put a little bit above my eyebrows. You know, right now you can't really see it, but it's there. I promise. It's gonna look cool. I just like to add it as a little base. So then I'm gonna set my face with this Anastasia Dewy setting spray. I love this spray. I just got it a few weeks ago, and I absolutely love the spray. And especially since I'm going for a more dewy, more spring, fresh look, I wanted to use a dewy setting spray, so I'm gonna do that. Also, it smells really good. Okay, so now that the skin is still wet, I'm gonna go back into the highlighter and add a little bit more on top so that you can see it glow through. Sometimes I go a little overboard with highlights, but you know what? Who doesn't these days? And I think I'm gonna add some to my inner corner because why not? I'm just gonna use this little brush here. This is from Morphe. And add them to my inner corner. Okay. Why not add a little bit more setting spray? Why not? I love setting spray. Okay, so for lips, for this part, you can either do like a nude lip or some lip gloss, because that would be more spring. But I wanted to use, kind of go bold with it, because I wanted it to be super bold spring tutorial. So I'm going to use this color. I used a lot of ColourPop. I just realized I used a lot of ColourPop in this look. Well, ColourPop is one of my favorite brands, so that makes a lot of sense. But I'm going to use this ColourPop lipstick in the shade Foolish, and it's this really nice kind of reddish orange shade because I wanted to match the crease color. So that's what I'm going to use on my lips. So, like I said, if you wanted to, you can go for more of a nude color or maybe even a red. But I really wanted to do something crazy, do something bold, because, hey, makeup has no rules. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, this is the final look, and I think it looks really nice. It's very glowy, very bold spring, very yellow, loud, if you wanted to get some attention out there. So this is the look. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm really glad to be filming again. I have some more free time. Excited for this summer, excited to do some more looks, excited to grow the channel, and hopefully more people will start watching. But yeah, like, subscribe, promote my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.